It's always a delight being introduced to new music, and what a wonderful collection of albums this is. Welcome classic rock fans to a video I get to share with you some brand new albums that I've been checking out. And the first album is this one by the band Tiger. The album is actually called Tiger as well. It's spelled T-E-I-G-E-R, but I presume it's pronounced like the, bitey, stripy thing. Tiger are a three-piece band from London with a sound that meanders through quiet metal, bright acoustic rock. They create a rich, melancholic atmosphere that's both fragile and occasionally furious. I know this because it says so in their vlog. Overall, I must say my impression of this album is favourable. It's a lovely atmospheric delve. One of my favourite tracks on here is Come and Find Me, pulsating, brooding number, very much defined by the enigmatic vocal. In fact, the singer reminds me a little bit of Christian Hirsch and a little bit of a smoother Grace Slick at times. Slow Burn is a gorgeous clatter. I love the soupy, ethereal feel of this band. But my favourite track on here is Hydra with a repeated refrain. It changes everything, it changes nothing. This enigmatic jangle of guitar reminds me a little bit of The Cure, sort of circa Disintegration. And the album folds out. And there's a nice booklet as well. Or lyric booklet, really. I really love this album. I urge you to check it out. I'll put the band's website in a link just below the video. And the next CD is a dark, brooding, sinister throb of an album, and that's by Ward 16. This album is called Metamorphosis. Concept album, I think. Going with the whole, we've got a nice butterfly motif there with the wings splattered in blood. And it's an album that traces the evolution of this individual on the front from childhood onwards. Fantastic sound on this record. The mix is absolutely perfect, and the singer is certainly a bit of a belter. Great music and very melodic as well. Some real earworms on here. It's a fascinating album if you're into kind of dark stuff like Alice Cooper, Rob Zombie, Iron Maiden. I think you're going to enjoy this one, especially with the opening dialogue of this, which is a meditation on bunny torturing. And the opening track begins with like a jangle of childhood. I think Brian Wilson would love it. Then it gets darker, gloomier, more sinister when the mewing infant is introduced. How very Alice Cooper. Lyrically, it's quite a disturbing concept album, a theatrical journey into the madness of despair. There certainly is a dark vaudeville quality to it. It's a fascinating concept album. I mean, it's no Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, it's more Mars Volta than that. The band are Psycho Berry on vocals, Dr. Von Stottenstein on guitars, Wolfie Huntsman on bass, and Bam Bam Bedlam on drums. Kind of sets the tone for it, really. It's a great record. It's a wonderful package as well. Let's open this up. Fabulous. You've got a nice booklet in there. I don't know if that comes out. As such. Absolutely brilliant. I think you'll love this. Check it out if you're into sort of darker stuff. The next one is Storm Deva, which is another concept album. It seems to illustrate a journey. It has a nautical theme as well. I mean, if you look at the artwork, brilliant artwork, isn't it? That's the booklet. Worth the price of admission alone just to get the lovely packaging. It starts with Carpe Diem with this beautiful stabbing guitar, and it segues into the piano of alchemy. As I said, there's a nautical theme to this, a kind of prog quest, if you will, full of ghostly crews, magic and eerie chimes. Water, water everywhere, and not a drop to drink. Storm Deva consists of composer, singer and pianist Caroline Eden and guitarist Stuart Clark. Combines rock, classical, folk and world influences to produce a set of unique songs with lyrics rich in natural imagery. I know that because I've just read it from the band's vlog. But this band were dubbed up-and-coming proggers by Prog magazine. Reviewer Joe Kendall wrote, "The strong stories depict transformation, empowerment and release in dramatic settings of multi-tracked harmonies and orchestration. This is so ornate, it's just fabulous. It's an enigmatic swell of music, some beautiful guitar work. The journey is one of the highlights, wonderful instrumentation, love the piano and cello used on this track, which perfectly platform the ethereal guitar trills. It gives this sense of onward, a bit of metaphorical instrumentation there. Check this one out, Storm Dever. Next one is Tiger Moth Tales. Of course, Peter Jones is the chap behind this band. This is an intriguing album. It seems to be primarily a collection of songs that are built around the acoustic guitar, but great vocals on here, at times sounding a little bit Gabriel-esque. This also comes in a delightful package as well. The CD is missing because I've left it in my CD player, but here's the lovely booklet. I don't know if it's a themed album or not. I just gave it a listen to this morning. But it's certainly a delicate listen, I would say. It's a lovely record, and Peter Jones is certainly a talented singer and songwriter. Of course, Tiger Moth Tales is essentially the brainchild of Peter Jones, who's been performing in various bands and incarnations, I think since the 1990s. Also works with the band Red Bazaar. He was recorded with the Colin Tench project. He was also on board in terms of the Spectral Morning remake from 2016. He actually joined Camel as well at one point. I think he replaced Guy LeBlanc, who died after a long bout of kidney cancer. Jones has said of his creative process, if I may refer to my notes, I would often write songs or instrumentals around a story or an event. Sometimes these could be quite long pieces with unconventional structures. I suppose I always had a free-form approach to composing, and although I don't know it at the time, I was writing music with progressive leanings from the age of 8 and well into my teens. This is an absolutely delightful album. I think one is struck by the quality of the songwriting. It's a very mellow record. My favourite track on here is actually The Snail, the Horse and the River. This song starts with these ominous, quite powerful piano chords. It sounds very Hogarth era Marillion. And I love the line in the song, just like a snail I have a weight to bear. Other songs on here which are certainly worth mentioning: You Reach for My Hand, The Lockkeeper, and All I Need Today. All tracks that kind of stand out on this album. This is definitely worth checking out. So just to delve back into this treasure trove, kind of a recap. The albums we've talked about are Tiger, this dark brooding number by Ward 16, Metamorphosis. Love this. I think you'll really enjoy it if you're into the darker stuff. This is Storm Dever. If you like a bit of quest prog, you might enjoy this one. And this is the wonderful, talented Peter Jones, Tiger Moth Tales. Do check this one out. So there you are. There's some wonderful new albums that I urge you to check out. I think some of them might be your cup of tea. Anyway, if you're new to this channel, please do click like, subscribe, and check that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And check some of the links below this video for ways you can support the sterling work, that classic album review. And please share this video. Anyone who might be interested in, please share it so you can annoy the hell out of people. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I'll thank you for watching. I'll leave you with my closing salvo, which is hope you're well, staying safe, and of course that you keep listening.